The citizens of Haddonfield, Illinois, are about to endure the revenge of Michael Myers. Also, I like the Michael lives, and this time they're ready.
Honestly,
they are not ready. Who is they?
Yeah, I don't know who they is, but the cover is amazing.
Where they she doesn't wear that in this.
No. I know. Well, they flashed back to it, so they counted it.
I guess
they put this into production real quick after 4.
Yeah.
4 did really well, and they're like, just pump it out, just pump it out. Following her mysterious behavior at the conclusion of Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers, young Jamie is committed to the psychiatric care of Dr. Loomis. Knowing how Michael Myers turned out, he should have just lost his license. Anyway, meanwhile, Michael Myers is presumed dead following a shootout with Haddonfield police and a fatal fall down a mine shaft entrance. But all is not as it seems. A well-meaning derelict nurses Michael back to health, and 1 year later, he is back to kill again. Jamie finds herself the object of Michael's murderous rage.
Is this the Wikipedia page?
Yeah,
VHS
shit.
background.
Jeez.
Yeah, sorry. And along with new friends, Dr. Loomis, not a friend, he's a psychopath.
Yeah, he's nuts at this point.
She tries to prevent Michael from continuing his bloody rampage. However, there is a new visitor in town, a man dressed in black who quietly walks the streets with an unknown sinister purpose. Why is he here? What is his connection to Michael? By the end of Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers, many will be dead, and you will be screaming. Furthermore, no, I'm kidding.
I was about to. Holy crap.
So, when I talked about Halloween 4 last year, people love Halloween 4. I assume you guys really like Halloween 4. I know our girl is in Halloween 4.
Yes, our girl's in it.
Love Halloween 4.
I feel like it's where a lot of us met Daniel Harris in our lives.
Yeah.
Yes, who will be at Monster Mania this year.
Yay! I don't need to get another autograph until Monster Mania 102. Because I met her at Monster Mania 2. And then I printed out a picture of us and got her to sign it at Monster Mania 52. So
there we go.
That's so cool.
Yeah, so rewatching it, like, I mean, as I get older, I care less about the Halloween sequels, really. So I used to really like 4, and as I got older, I'm just like, well, it's basically just 1. I think that's why I like it. But as safe and kind of mediocre as that movie is, the thing that made it stand apart from the others was the surprise ending with Jamie stabbing her stepmom.
Yeah.
Like, that was a big deal. Like, that was like, even people who don't care for that movie were like, that was a really good ending.
Yeah.
And they throw it all away for Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. Apparently, Mr. Dominique Othen-Gerard did not care for that setup. And Mustafa Akkad, who used to produce all of these until he was tragically blown up, that's how he died.
Well, I did not know.
I think he was still like shell shocked from Halloween 3.
Yeah.
So when Halloween 4 did really well because of Michael Myers, he's like, forget that twist ending. Bring Michael Myers back. Never do anything that's not Michael Myers. Michael Myers all the time. So they had to come up with a way to bring Michael Myers back because he gets shot a shit ton and falls down that well. They add in a scene in the beginning of this where he like drops the dynamite in.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't make sense. Because at the end of 4, they're like, yep, he's dead. And it's like, well, they would have checked the body.
Yeah, because they were like ripping riot shotguns. He falls into the mine, and then like that's how. Yeah, you're right. They add the dynamite in the beginning of this movie.
So that's how he escapes. He goes down the river like Jack Black's
So
Tenacious D
silly.
on shrooms. Yeah, it's real.
And how is he floating so well?
Well, I don't know if you noticed. There's a big flotation device underneath his jumpsuit because when he crawls out, you see it bunching up.
It looks thick.
He does. Yeah.
Well, they got Don Shanks to play him in this one, who was like a very tall, beefy Native American dude. You know what other slasher he ended up playing?
Tell me.
He ended up playing the fisherman in I'll Always Know What You Did Last Summer. No, that movie's really bad.
I mean, you know.
Randy, no.
That was
She's
the
not in
third one. That was the direct-to-video. It's bad.
Okay. I'll take your.
They're doing a new I Know What You Did Last
Yes.
Summer, a
Yes,
legacy sequel.
I did
I
see
don't
that.
know why, but it's,
And Freddie Prinze is in it.
He is. Yeah.
they
just
just as of
announced
this recording, they announced he's in it.
that. He's awesome. He's got a great podcast.
I never listened to it.
Yes, he has a horror podcast.
Oh, he does.
That's cool.
Yeah, they cover that movie And Jeepers Creepers and everything.
Oh, well, he's competition. I
Wasn't
hate him.
ours.
I hate him now.
I was about to say he's not as famous as Tony from Happy
He's not the same. Yeah, so Michael survives, and so you didn't know about this.
I didn't. This
So
is news.
you watched this movie recently, and just a kind old hermit brings Michael Myers back to life. That wasn't the original opening.
Yeah, I was mind blown earlier from this.
Do you know what the original opening was?
I know it was not going to be the hermit. It was going to be the different guy.
Yes.
Oh,
so,
cool. Yeah, I knew it.
So-
I didn't know that.
Well, most people.
Which would have made so much more sense.
Yeah, so I didn't. Well, I knew that there was a deleted scene because me and my friend Anthony, we rented this when we were kids.
How nice.
Lauren, Soda's cousin. And we watched like the behind the scenes featurette. And they were like, here's a deleted scene from Halloween 5 featuring the character Dr. Death. And for years, we were like, what was that? It's just him holding his mask. What is the scene? Good news, everyone. The recent Shout Factory, Scream Factory Halloween 5 4K Blu-ray, they've restored that scene. They got all the footage together. They put the Dr. Death scene together. I think the actor died, so they got Sean Walling to do his voice.
Yeah.
And we now know what the original intro is, and it actually explains the stupid tattoo on him, which won't actually get explained until the next movie, and it's a big letdown. So, Dr. Death is an occultist who lives in the woods.
It made so much more sense.
I mean, it's also pretty stupid, Casey, but in comparison to the hermit, at least it's something. So he's doing voodoo and black magic. Michael Myers shows up and he keeps him safe for a year and brings his soul out of the nether realm. And then Michael kills him. But it's funny because I showed Tim this right before. It's funny when you watch the regular version now because they shot new stuff with the hermit, but they still kept in quick moments from the other stuff. So like, there's random watch. I was like, wow, that hermit was real into pagan signs.
Yeah. There was so much weird stuff
what?
in the shed or shack or whatever.
Yeah, but like the hermit doesn't make any goddamn sense.
No, it doesn't.
What?
First of all, why does he care?
Why does he care? Why doesn't he just take him to someone?
Yeah. No hospital?
Is he cleaning his shit? Does he put a diaper on Michael?
Yeah, like, I don't know.
He didn't get Michael more comfortable clothes. He left him in the jumpsuit for a year.
And like, do you know who he is? Like, I'm pretty sure he didn't float that far.
Yeah.
Like,
Michael wakes up, kills that dude, and starts hunting for Jamie. And by that, I mean he's killing Jamie's sister and stalking all her friends.
Yep.
Seems like Jamie's an afterthought, really, to him. And Dr. Loomis has lost his goddamn mind, which is actually one of the most entertaining parts of this. He's just full on revenge mode. He's basically using Jamie as a pawn to get Michael out. It's a mess. What did you think about it, Casey?
I have no words. I think it's silly.
Yeah.
I think all of the ones that we'll be covering are silly a little bit.
Yeah.
There's a dumb house in it.
Wait.
yeah, that's
Okay.
true.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to touch on that.
Yeah. No, because I did that video last year of like set changes they didn't think
There's
we
still
noticed.
nostalgia in it for me, though. So.
I guess so. But no, the house.
All of a sudden,
It's the most infuriating thing because we
he
saw the
lives
house
a
in two
fucking
movies.
mansion.
Now it's a Victorian mansion. It's gigantic. And then in the next film, it's back to looking how it used to look. It's like when you binge these, it's very distracting.
And that's that. Apparently, he let the director really do whatever he wants, and that was all him. He's like, I want it to be super spooky and a big, like you said, big Victorian mansion.
It is shot really well. He also did like weird things with like. I mean, there's a little bit of this in the first one where Michael is stalking people in the daytime.
Yeah.
And it's creepy and it's effective. Mm-hmm. But here he's like too obvious. Like the girls are walking. He's like 10 feet behind him where it's not creepy. It's just annoying. It's like, turn around. Turn around.
Yeah,
there's a lot going on.
There's a ton of daytime stuff. I mean, one of my favorites, though, from this movie is that goofy signature mask, the alternate mask that he wears.
I just love barbaric men.
When he steals the other guy's mask, the other Michael's mask.
Yeah.
They trimmed out a lot of gore in this. And the 4K Blu-ray has a special feature where you can watch all the gore. But one of them is when he kills that Michael guy,
Which
when he
I
shoves
love.
the thing in his head.
One of the best kills in the franchise, regardless.
If you look, when he's on the ground, there's like a cut. Because they had nothing else to cut to, but it was too violent. So he falls, and then there's just a cut, and he's like wiggling.
He's like quivering,
They like cut out like a few seconds of him like writhing around in pain. So there's like awkward stuff like that. But yeah, the movie is a fucking slog to get through. Now, you said you've seen this 1,000 times.
Yeah.
Why?
So growing up, AMC Fear Fest was major. I'm sure it was for you too. I watched Halloween 5 a ton on cable. But yeah, I mean, for me, it was just another one of. I like 4, 5, and 6, even though, like, you know, whatever. It's interesting that you showed me the scene before that because now it kind of helps with the whole Thorn thing a little bit more.
Well, now it makes it even more confusing.
It does, but
it is funny that whole stems from a deleted scene.
Exactly.
That whole stupid thing.
So that was interesting. But yeah, I like this one. Kind of. One of my favorite. You know who's in this, right? Our boy from Hell of a Thing, Lawnmower Man, plays one of the cops in Halloween 5, and his name is Charlie. And when Loomis is insane, one of my favorite scenes is when he puts his gun in Charlie's face and he's like, Charlie!
Michael Myers is outside.
That actor, that cop who gets like brutally hung at the end.
Yeah. Which is another great kill.
He is in a ton of, like you said, Lawnmower Man, but he was also in Ed Wood. He's the guy who kicks them out when they don't have enough money.
Dude, hell of a thing.
He's a hell of a thing. It's a hell of a thing.
That's what I'm saying.
You really got to watch the Lawnmower Man.
I do. I need to watch the movie.
Yeah. Yes, it's fun.
Speaking of those cops.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, Casey, what's silly about this? The clown music with the cops?
So silly.
They are really, total comic
Jokes.
relief.
Making them jokes.
Yeah.
So Halloween 2018 apparently had references to every Halloween sequel, and I think
This
the
is it,
goofy
right?
cops
Yeah.
arguing about their sandwich
The
was a
banh mi,
reference
yeah.
to these two. No, it's legit clown whistles and slide whistles.
Yeah, it's super goofy.
It's very, very goofy and really, really stupid. Danielle Harris, who really was like the standout of the previous one, they turned her into a mute.
Yeah,
and
that was dumb. That
she
was
has,
a bad
like,
decision.
no personality or anything. But it's like not what people wanted her to be the killer in the next one.
Yeah.
It's she is put through hell. Through filming this movie though, like that laundry chute scene.
Yeah,
brutal.
That was good.
Yeah.
Brutal. Scary too.
Okay. Another issue I have with this.
Okay.
It's good to build suspense, right?
Uh-huh.
It's good to build suspense. This movie goes overboard. It will build suspense and build and build and build. And then there's a fake out and then another fake out and then another fake out and build and build.
That is true.
And the kills are almost never worth it for the long drawn out suspense.
Some are way better than others.
Yeah. Like what's Jamie's sister's name in the beginning?
Rachel?
Rachel. Yes.
But it's not her. Is it her sister?
Well, stepsister.
Yeah.
Half-sister.
Okay.
Yeah, like hers is drawn out and drawn out and drawn out. Then there's the fake out with the dog, and then it's like okay, and then drawn out, and then she gets stabbed with some scissors. I'm like, you got to give me something more to maybe wait.
Liked her.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
I was bummed she got killed.
A lot of people were really bummed.
Yeah.
She didn't care that much, but a lot of people were really, really
I
bummed.
think she did care, and she said that it was something else before that kill, so it was something way worse.
I don't know.
And then
what it
what's
was.
the friend's name again? I always forget her name.
Oh
Tina.
God. Okay.
She is
Tina.
She is insufferable in this movie.
I'm never sensible if I can help it.
Tina!
This one is hard to watch because of Tina.
She is insufferable, dude.
Tina is one of the worst. Casey, if you say she was your favorite character, okay,
Don't
good. I
worry.
was about to jump over the counter. Tina is so bad.
Like, that's what I'm saying. You keep the real sister, ditch Tina, dude. She was rough.
And speaking of drawn out,
Oh, yeah.
they have Tina in the car with Michael, and it's drawn out and suspense, and then nothing happens.
Dude, Tina kisses Michael Myers.
Yeah.
And nothing happens.
And then Tina in the barn, drawn out and drawn out and drawn out, nothing happens.
Yep.
Tina getting chased by the car, drawn out. And then what does it all add up to? She just gets stabbed in the shoulder. I'm like, no, she is the most annoying character in the world. You've done 3 fake outs. You have to blow her up or something. You can't just stab her in the shoulder and call it a day.
Yeah, I've never really thought about it that way. I know she was insufferable and pretty annoying in this one, but yeah, the fact that like it just goes down that way is a little like, that's a letdown.
Also, the blonde was way hotter. Why didn't we get more of her?
She fought back.
Yeah.
She did. Her boyfriend unfortunately got stabbed.
These
in the-
boyfriends. Oh,
Yeah, rough.
Yeah. All the boyfriends get died pretty
not
brutally.
cute.
You didn't think he was cute?
Oh, he was insufferable.
He wasn't that bad.
Yes,
Are you
both of
talking 4 or
them.
5?
Mike was kind of a
Five.
dick.
Yeah. He's rough.
Mike
He's rough.
was a dick too.
Yeah.
With his, although he had a cool
You're so
car.
rude.
He had a super cool car. Dude, when Michael does rip the like
Yeah.
handbrake and script, oh man, that scene.
That was good.
That was a good scene.
Jamie's psychic connection to Michael Myers.
Here we go. Which you did kind of tie up a little bit though in that deleted scene, at least, as far as like the hand reactions. And
Yeah,
stuff, like,
yeah, with like Mike. Well, she does that a little
I
bit in the
guess-
theatrical
I guess.
cut
You're
also.
right, you're right.
But when it was like black magic, it kind of made a little bit more sense.
Exactly, it made more sense.
Yeah, the psychic thing is weird. They try to make Michael sympathetic. Where did you land
yeah.
on that?
That's
Like,
the attic scene, right? Where isn't that where she's like, "Let me
yeah.
see," and he's
yeah,
like,
because Loomis is like, this anger will destroy you, and it's like
Yeah.
implying that it's beyond his control.
I did always love in the attic though when he snaps out of it and he puts it back on. He's
Yeah.
like, "Fuck this," and he like goes super hard, like yeah.
Yeah, and they do that close up on his eye crying, even though he
Yeah.
technically shouldn't have eyes in this continuity because Jamie Lee Curtis shot them both out.
Plus, they're supposed to be the blackest eyes, the devil's eyes.
Yeah, they never are.
Never.
Well,
always,
Halloween-
always a letdown.
That's one of my favorite memes. Is like, he had the blackest eyes, the devil's eyes, and then it's the Halloween H2O Michael wide-eyed. Yeah, they try to make Michael like sympathetic. Again, they draw the thing on his arm.
Yeah.
There's like this implied thing where like something's controlling him, which again they will get into in part 6.
Yep.
Which is messy. Yeah, that is all bizarre. It's just, it looks nice. I will say
Yeah,
it
it looks
looks.
nice.
It is
like
shot
nice-
well.
It is shot very well.
They had a budget.
But-
It had been a while since I've seen Halloween 4 and 5.
Yeah.
And I'm like, ooh, this is going to be the best opening ever. The fall opening.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Wrong one.
Wrong.
Yeah,
And I'm like, is this the one with cops do it by the book? Is that you too? That
That's
shirt?
4.
Yep, I have that shirt.
Yes.
yeah, that is part 4.
I was going to wear it, but it's not it.
Oh, sorry, that was last year. My bad. Freaking Dr. Loomis is the one standout. Just seeing him lose his mind.
Yeah.
That's fun.
He crushed this work.
That's
Like,
those
he
things
really
are
did.
fun. So everyone hates the mask in part 4. What do you think about the part 5 mask? Is it any better?
It's okay.
It's weird. It's
It's
just
okay.
I don't like it. I don't like that cover at all.
Which one? This one?
No, the other one.
Oh, this one with
4K.
the sight.
I don't like that.
The neck is
It's
off.
silly.
It's
The
like
neck
so
is-
Look at the sword.
wide and like
It's not a
Yeah.
sword. It's a scythe because it was in the
Look at
barn.
the scythe.
Yeah, it was in the barn. That's how he kills the one girl.
I know,
Yeah.
but look at it. I don't
it's
like
definitely
it.
not
And it's showing
his
the
vibe,
house.
to that house. That house.
Oh God!
And that house is in the 6th one, isn't it?
no.
No.
The 6th one. It looks like how it's supposed to
Yeah,
look.
Are
it
you
goes
serious?
back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like I said, if you're binge watching these, it's very
Oh
infuriating.
my gosh.
Makes they really let him do whatever he wants, and I don't know
Yeah.
why.
Fun fact: the director
Yeah.
Dominique Othengard,
Yeah.
he actually came back, and I think he was the second unit director on Halloween Kills,
That
which is also a very controversial Halloween movie. So he's 2 for
Shit.
2.
I did not know that.
Yeah, this one is just, it's a slug. It's a slug. It's as much as the 4th one was was okay. This is a big letdown because it's like you had a chance. You gave us the safe sequel. We were open to like a new idea, little girl Michael Myers, or maybe they aged her up or whatever. And they just totally dropped the ball. And it's like, well, it's Michael just stabbing people again.
It's always weird seeing Michael like in a jail cell too for some reason.
Okay, yeah. So
him
Loomis's
just, like-
plan. What did you think of Loomis's plan of I'm going to drop a net on him and hit him with a boar?
Where did that come from?
He ripped it off the wall. But yeah, he shoots him with the trank gun. And he just
Yeah, it has a chain link like fucking net like rigged up somehow, which I have no clue how.
I don't know how he's. Oh, I guess the police help him set it up.
Yeah, okay, Charlie.
Yeah.
Hell of a
So he does that, and you're right. They put Michael in the jail cell, and they let him
just
keep his mask on.
Yeah, the scene of him just like sitting there like, oh man.
Also, he takes his mask off a lot in this
Yeah.
film, but they always figure out a clever way to obscure his head, which is pretty funny.
They kept because they kept saying unmasked, unmasked. Like that was the big hype in the
Yeah.
trailers. Yeah.
And it's like, oh, kind of, not really.
Yeah.
It didn't look like him.
Yeah.
I guess they wanted him to look like Daniel Harris a little. I don't know.
Is she Native American? Because Don
Yeah,
Shanks
dark
looks
hair.
very. I guess she has dark hair, but Don Shanks looks very Native
my
American.
He
God.
does because he is.
So yeah, and then this one introduces the big mystery.
Oh right.
This was all they added all these scenes in post. The Man
Right.
in Black. That was all added. There's all that, and they added the little thorn symbol on him. There's another thorn symbol in the house later on when Michael's breaking through the door to get them. That's just written on the wall.
Huh.
So yeah, they just shot scenes with this man in black who saves him at the end. They had no idea who that was. They were like, we don't know who this character is. It's just some sequel bait. We'll figure it out later. And you see in the next film, they really didn't have a plan.
No.
Quentin Tarantino was supposed to do a part 6. And he tried to come up with an idea, and he's like, I tried to figure out that Man in Black one. It was going to be like a road trip thing. So that's how like Lost in the Week. They were like, we just got to shoot these scenes of him kicking that dog, which was really funny.
Yeah.
And then he comes in with like a Tommy gun, like a gangster, because he's wearing like the brim hat. He looks like a gangster shooting.
And he's literally blowing all these cops away.
And he's got spurs like a cowboy. It was the most ridiculous thing.
It was random.
Yeah, it was very, very random. Yeah, and he breaks out, and it's just a big friggin' letdown. But yeah, after that, they did Halloween 6, and then they just kind of quietly killed this timeline for the H2O timeline.
Yes.
H2O comes out, everyone pretty much loves it.
Yeah, it's a great ending.
It's one of the most well-received sequels, but Back to Basics ignores the other sequels except for 1 and 2, and they barely touch on 2. They had to for the whole sister thing. But yeah, so Jamie Lee Curtis said, give me the end, because they wanted H2O to end on like an obscure note. Like, did he die or didn't he? And she like fought, because she wasn't a producer. She had to fight and be like, let me cut his head off. And she came up with the compromise.
Yeah.
That, Larry, look, give me the ending I want in this. And if you do a sequel, I will come back. We'll say it was a different guy and you can kill me off and I'll just do that small part.
Yeah.
And that's how we got Halloween Resurrection.